Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. It's gonna be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff, already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit. Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine. Because there is no question, when this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple of years.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams now to throw. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll put Loveland in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burden. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
That's
17
another
yards on that
first
play.
down.
First down,
First and
Chicago.
10 at the 11-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Intended for
The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
brings up third down.
And third down coming up.
8 yards to go.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Long, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
For the Bears field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. Crazy. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. First and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll manage only a couple. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
3-yard pickup.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here now, third and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Exiting the pocket right. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Bears offense ready to take over for their second possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's for the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland. And he's into the end zone. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bears 10, Lions nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Raymond now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Detroit offense now headed back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Quick throw taken in, and he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
This pass complete to Raymond. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
First and 10.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on time.
Still first down.
That's quickly out to Williams. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
They hand it to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 8. One of the tight ends in motion right. On second down, Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Here's Goff. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Look, great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Lions 3.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So, out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's second and 1. They'll put Loveland in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 10-3 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. 3rd and 6. As we are ready to get back underway. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Lions first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. A play fake. Now Williams. Catch made there, left outside by Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Give up the middle with Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
First down.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Lions 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. First down throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Now, Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Moore.
Williams pass complete to number 2, DJ Moore. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Now Swift, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now Williams going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Bears 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on, the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
They'll run with Manunga. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Manunga gonna get it again. Oh! And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 12. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
On the ground, here is Manunga. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. This defense continuing to give up points Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears extend to a 24-3 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The tight end going in motion to the left. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On play action, Goff. Throw to the right flat. It is caught, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 35 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Lions 10.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
Hey, watch him right here. Go, go, go.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short.
No gain on the play.
Short, and it's fourth down. Here's Torrey Taylor now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing here is Goff. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. He'll take this to the outside, but the defense will not let him get away. And fourth down is coming up. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for the second time. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams.
Williams pass, complete to Colston Loveland. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Alexander in for the tackle.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you now to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild 2nd half to come. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On the give, it is Monangai. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Williams. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Complete to Anthony Berkser. He's out of bounds at his own 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're going to run it here with Manunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Williams. To the right side, caught by Burden. And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The Bears send out their punt team as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They're going to run the draw with Montgomery. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Chicago.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On first down, it's Swift. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw.
And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Manunga. Touchdown, Bears. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bears 33, Lions 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. It was Joe Tryon-Shoyinka able to bring him down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka maneuvering in there to bring his man down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Tayo Odengbo getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all of that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
The Lions will punt this ball away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Austin Booker. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4-down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being, barring any penalties. Now, they got 3 or 4 plays to try to end this one with a touchdown. Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question, 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Williams in motion. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Goff to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a two-possession game here late.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point drop.
The Lions will set up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion.
33. Lions 18.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
And the Bears.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
12 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the
And this is really an
line.
area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
That's another
A gain there of 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
And this is the
line.
point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Williams to throw on second down. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's in. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Lions 18.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Raymond now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing, Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Williams in motion. A second down throw for Goff. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
Tight end going in motion here. Goff to throw on first down. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 32.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On second down, Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he works past the 40. Taken down after a gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Kananga. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This looks like a design run. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Bears sending out their punt team. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. A run here with Gibbs. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Second and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. Get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. To throw is Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Throwing here is Goff. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. They rolled the dice, didn't they, on fourth down? But it doesn't pan out. They turn it over on downs as we hit the 2-minute warning. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 34-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Run now for Monunga. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
For a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.